Hey guys, today we are going to go over some Amonkhet cards. We're going to go over two new cards, and then we will talk about an issue that I believe Wizard of the Coast has done a good job solving. I'm very critical of their behavior, but this is definitely something good, and it has to do with the promo lands for Trial of Zeal. Now, we have a cat, snake, prowling serpent. It's a serpent plus a leopard. One in double green. It is a rare. Cat snake cannot be countered, and creature spells you control can't be countered. So a very good card in green. Back when I was playing Magic, a elephant that was a free for 1 and 2 green, train Armadon was considered playable. It seems kind of strange to see how far creatures have gone since that time. But they also have weakened instants and sorceries. Back then, we had Counterspell at 2, and we had Lightning Bolt. But our creatures were incredibly weak. But now the creatures are a lot stronger, and the instants are a lot weaker. Now we have Renewed Faith, 2 and a white. You gain 6 life. Cycling 1 and a white. Discard this card, draw a card. When you cycle it, you may gain 2 life. So we are going to see a bunch of cycling cards that do other stuff. We saw this in Onslaught, the best one being the one that was 4 and 2 red, and then you can cycle it for 2 and 1 red and deals 1 damage to like all creatures, and that one was really, really good. There was a deck called Astro Slide that was a tier 1 deck. It was the most dominant deck at one point in time, and it revolved fully around cycling. So maybe we see some cycling cards that make it cheaper, make it a little better to do. I remembered that deck very well. I believe it had also Exalted Angel. You would throw in Exalted Angel and you would Astro Slide, and it would just be OP. It was very, very difficult to win the game from that point on. If your opponent had Astro Slide, because there's so many at that time considered combat tricks. Now, let's talk about a very interesting promo, and this is the promo for Trial of Zeal. And Trial of Zeal, the reason this is so compelling and why I want to talk about it is these are the promos. However, I believe they are just copies. The artwork is exactly identical to foil versions of these 4 art lands. Now, foil versions of 4 art lands are quite expensive. I don't want to take anything away from them, but I like the fact where they took the promos and they didn't make it over the top. One of the things I remember most vividly about my Fate Reforged promo, where you had those booster packs, and one of them you could have got, I think it was pretty good at odds to get the alternative art Ugin, still quite valuable. By the time that he came out, it was a $125 card that you could sell on eBay. And the store I used to go to, did the giveaway at the Friday pre-release, but then Saturday and Sunday did not do it. They opened all the packs themselves, found 2 Ugins, and then put them on eBay, sold them for $125 each, and that's what they have done for every single promo. Another reason that I don't play there anymore. Occasionally, I will still get text, hey, do you want to buy this? Do you want to buy that? I just don't respond because, in my opinion, the bridges are burnt. It's not over the promos, although that is upsetting. It's over some other stuff that I talked about in a previous video. But I believe this is definitely the way to do it. If you were to do a promo, don't make it super exclusive. Don't make it super expensive. Make the people give out the promo. Like Aether Hub is a good example. It's a nice promo, but it's not like a $50, $125 promo that store owners are like, oh, wow, these things I can sell on eBay today or as a pre-order or as soon as I get them for $25 a piece. For instance, like if these were the Teresa Nielsen full art lands that were given to judges, they were going, when they first came out, for $100 a piece, $500 for the set. And I can't imagine giving a store something that valuable. The other time that this went extremely poorly was during Averson Restored when they had the Hellvolt. Some Hellvolts contained Judge Promo Demonic Tutors. That's a $100 card and packets of 20. And each of those hell votes had a ton. I'm talking about each hell vote at $100 having 60 or 80. Let's say they had 80 of them because they were supposed to give them out to all players. 80 times 100, that's $8,000 in a hell vote. And there were other promos, other Judge Angel. I mean, the whole theme was some hell votes, premium hell votes would have promos that were $100. Some would have $50, and the majority of them would have nothing. And that ended up in a total disaster because some stores figured this out. After the first pre-release, most stores would open the hell votes before the Saturday and Sunday pre-release to see, if they actually had something. Now, I didn't believe the hell vote was only for the midnight pre-release, but sometimes they get sent extra stuff for, other events. But I do know that after that on MTG Salvation, many store owners realized, oh my goodness, my hell vote might have $8,000 in it. That's a year of rent for me. I better open it and take everything of value from it. And hence, that's why no one really got hell votes after the first few were opened. I think what happened was they were open on Eastern Standard Time, and then the ones in the California time, which is 4 hours later. I know Texas time is 1 hour after, and then California time is 3 hours later. The Californian stores all knew that their hell votes could contain literally 80 Judge promo demonic tutors at $100 a piece. So no one at that after the first pre-release in the Eastern Standard Time was able to really open hell votes anymore. I mean, if you had an active store owner who knew what they were doing, they would crack open the hell vote and look for these Judge promos, and maybe they got lucky. And I heard a story, I'm not going to say what store it was because it's a very big store here in Texas, where that they did exactly that. Now the promo they took wasn't quite as valuable as Demonic Tutor, but it was a nice angel. It wasn't the most valuable angel, but it was a pricey angel. So I don't think it was just Judge promos. It was just very, very valuable angels and demons. Anyway, leave me a comment below if you guys like the new promo, or if you don't, or if you feel like you agree with me that these promos should be around $5 to $10, so we don't inspire stores to just put them on eBay. And that is a solution to a problem that I've seen happen many, many times, because it's the store. The store is faced with opportunity to make lots of money, or they can give it to the players. But sometimes, they need to pay rent, and it's very difficult. I don't know that many game stores that are rich, right? They are just basically net even, break even. If they can pay themselves a reasonable salary, and not work 80 hours a week, then that's probably the best case scenario for them. Like I used to see the store owner of the locals I went to. He worked every Saturday, worked every Sunday, and he was there. And even Groovy Geckos, the guy Graham, was there for 7 days a week, and he was the only employee. And it's a venture of love, but not of profit. Anyway, bye guys.